was a Monday afternoon, Game 5 of the ALCS. Jeff Reardon getting the comebacker, and the party was on.
Yes, it was. Yep. Saw me jumping into her back there, right in the middle of that pile.
Now, ordinarily, an on-field celebration like that would be the highlight of the day, a World Series berth and all that. But in talking to many of the guys, what happened that night at the Metrodome in some ways trumped the celebration in Detroit, the rally at the Metrodome.
Oh, it absolutely did. It was way better. It was way better on all levels. I mean, obviously it was great to be with all the teammates being together, celebrating the fact that you're going to the World Series while we were in Detroit. That was great, but we had no idea what was awaiting us.
Fly ball to right, and making the catch is Demerit. Lamar retired. That'll bring up Lamont Wade Jr.
A quick story about that. They told us that when we got to the airport in Minneapolis, they were going to take us down to the Metrodome instead of I don't know where else we were going. We were going to go somewhere else. There was a change of plans. We were down the Metrodome, and there were 5,000 people that had gathered down there spontaneously to welcome us back. We thought, well, that's kind of cool. Let's go down there and thank the 5,000 people for being that excited for us. And then we're driving down 35W, driving to the ballpark, and on every overpass, pedestrian overpass, it's jammed. People are jammed and with signs and waving as they recognize the buses going down there. And then we got word that on the buses that it wasn't 5,000, it was 15,000. And we were overcome by that. It was just overwhelmed.
To first, easy play for Hicks, 2 down.
So we thought, well, this is really special. And so we got to the Metrodome, and because of the way everybody remembers that air-supported dome, they had, in order to get the buses in to the stadium, they had to keep the one door that led out into the ballpark closed, open the back gate. Both buses drove in, they closed the back gate. Now we all get out and gather in front of the front gate, there down the right field line. And here it comes. They open that gate, and the light comes streaming in, and the crowd roar goes up, and we had no idea what was happening. We walked out there, and there's 60,000 people in the ballpark, and I mean, people had teared up, and I mean, it was one of the most emotional things that any of us had ever been a part of. It was better. Because of all those things, it was as good as the celebration in Detroit was. That was better.
That's not an exaggeration either, by the way. They were fearful that the fire marshal would come to the Metrodome and say, hey, you can't have this many people here. It was more than the ballpark, if I call it that, more than it could hold.